Hi guys, it's Angel from AngelSkyeTV. Today's your weekly medicine tarot reading for the week of July 31st. So we're halfway through the summer, which is absolutely crazy. And I am posting one day late because I just totally did not feel like doing my video this week. I don't know why. I just felt like completely unmotivated to do the videos, so I didn't want to do a video with that energy, so I waited a day, and I feel much more motivated today to do this. Still a little tired. I think it's just the heat. It's roasting out the last few days, and that's the only thing I can think of. I just checked my little my astrological calendar, and the moon's in Scorpio, which sometimes kind of puts me in a bad mood. Scorpio is sort of a more intense sign, a water sign. So it could be that. I've just been really moody the last couple of days. I'm feeling just maybe, I don't know, just irritated and annoyed by everything and anything, and literally there's nothing for me to be irritated or annoyed by. And I've been staying up way too late, like 2 a.m. I never do that. For like 4 or 5 nights, just watching mindless television that's completely unfulfilling, but I still watch it. Like these, when you tune into like, I don't know, like a series or whatever, and you just keep watching it and watching it and watching it. And you're like, oh my god, I have to keep watching it, but I don't want to watch it anymore. That's kind of where I've been in the last couple days. So I'm hoping that that phase is over and that I will get back on track. But you know what? It's summer. I'm on vacation. I guess I'm entitled to a little bit of mindless television. I am going away in the next couple of days on vacation. So I might or might not be posting next week. It just depends on if we get back on Monday or not, or when we get back, kind of a thing. All right, so close your eyes at home. You did not tune in to listen to me rant about what I'm doing or not doing. And apologies for my hair. I just no energy to do anything. Nothing. I just feel like I'm a slug. Whew. So close your eyes wherever you are. We'll ask the angelic realm and elementals to guide our reading to see what's in store for the week of July 31st. All right, and I'll just ask the guides to clear the deck so that we get clear answers to our questions. All right. For all those that watch this video, oh my gosh, everything's just falling out. All right, so let's go here. All right, so that's funny because this is actually the card that fell out, and I thought to myself, I usually use jumper cards in part of the reading, but because I have no level of motivation, I'm like, whatever, just throw back in the deck and reshuffle. Anyways, first of the week, no more procrastinating. Did I not just talk about procrastinating? Yes, I did. So, your power comes from making a decision. And your confusion is arising from overanalyzing things. So, for all of those of you that are tuned in, you're overanalyzing. Beginning of the week, maybe you're thinking way too much, when really, all you need to do is make a decision. And of course, that's kind of contradictory because to make a decision, you have to think about all the options. The best way to make a decision, the guides are saying, is to just go with your heart. And I know a lot of people have a hard time tuning into what their heart tells them. They're more in tune with their logic or their intellect. It's very easy to tune into your heart. It's what feels better almost, if that makes sense. So it just feels good, but it doesn't make any sense. So that's a good indication. If logically it makes no sense, but it just feels good, then chances are that's the right decision to make. The middle of the week is a magician card. So this card is one of my favorite cards in the deck. I'm going to just hold it up for you guys today. This is a great card, otherwise known as, I think it's always known as the Magician in Tarot. I have to think about that one. In this deck, it's called the Magician. The traditional tarot, I think it is called the Magician in the traditional tarot too. Anyways, it's a card about taking charge of your life and literally realizing that you can manifest anything you want to be a success. Anything at all. So it's recognizing your power in your life and how you can transform anything you want by really focusing on it in a way that isn't desperate. That's the key. Don't be desperate about the things that you want. Know that you already have them. They're just taking a little bit longer than you might want them to. For example, I have like a lot of these things that are coming to me. I know they're mine. Literally, they're owed to me by different people. But it's all in cyber world. This, I'm referring to money people owe me, or companies owe me, or whatever. I know these people are going to pay me, but it's just in limbo. So Wednesday, the middle of the week, it's recognizing that you can pull all those things to you. Now, when you know people owe you money and you know they're going to pay you, you don't have a fear, you don't have a worry. You know, it might be slightly irritating that you have to wait a little bit for them to get their, get the money to you, but you know it's coming. It's not the same as not knowing, not believing, and not having the faith that people are gonna, or that you're gonna get what you deserve or receive what you need. So I want you to really tune into the difference between those two examples. So example one, people owe you money, you know they're going to pay you, it might just take maybe a couple weeks. There's no fear there, there's no desperation, there's no like, oh no, will they pay me? Oh no, will I have the money? Oh no. You know it's coming, so you just forget about it. And then it comes. It's very simple. When there's not an absolute for sure guarantee on things, it kind of, there's a need for you to rely on your faith. Faith is tough for a lot of people. You know, people pray all the time, but they forget the faith component that, you know what, when you surrender, when you basically say, you know what, I do believe that this is going to happen for me. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know who, I don't know what, but I just know it's going to happen for me. I feel it. I know it. When you have that amount of faith, you actually pull that experience to you a lot faster than not knowing that's possible. And almost what comes to mind is people saying, oh, well, I don't want to say that because I could jinx it. That's not the energy that you want to have. Like, oh no, something I say or do could make it not happen or whatever. You really just want to be very confident and take charge. This is the energy, like, take charge. This is your life. You're the one that is living it, and whatever you need will be provided to you as long as you believe that, and just have faith. And be patient. For God's sakes, be patient. And you know what? I am talking to myself because that's something I need to work on. Last but not least, there are some differing opinions with someone around you. Maybe some overly ambitious people, or maybe you're just feeling at odds with yourself or other people. It could be either one or both. So a little bit of butting heads near the end of the week, just kind of, you have maybe different opinions or different goals. The guides are talking about just keeping things under your hat, not necessarily sharing it with people to get them to validate that you're correct or incorrect or whatever. Right now they're saying it's best to just keep it to yourself, keep it to you and the divine. Just leave some people out of it that are going to have different opinions, that are going to be in your face about their opinion versus your opinion. You don't need anyone to validate you or what you believe. You really, really don't. That being said, we are a human species. We are, we do have that need to feel like we belong to other people. And so it's very common for us to want other people to value what we feel. And our opinions and things like that. Just this week, just keep your opinions to yourself. I know how hard that is for myself because I'm very opinionated. Just ask my husband. So keep that to yourself, and it will just save you the battle, because even though you might win the battle, you'll actually lose the relationship. And you know, relationships are important even with those people that might have completely different belief systems than you do. It's important to respect and value all belief systems, even if they make absolutely no sense in reference to your own. That doesn't mean that yours are right and theirs are wrong. It just means those are right for them and yours are right for you. And this is something, honestly, I wish more people would practice. It is a practice to accept other people's beliefs when they're super different than yours. And you see this, you know, in the world where there's just this intolerance towards differences, but really it makes absolutely no sense when we're all so different. Of course there's going to be differences. We can't be the same. If there isn't a fingerprint that's the same, how can we believe that other people are going to have similar beliefs as us, or the exact same beliefs as us, or understand our beliefs that are different than theirs? I hope you can see where I'm going with this. It's important to value other people's opinions, even if they're completely different. You know, agree to disagree. And that's my suggestion for the end of the week. When you find yourself in a position where you're having to defend your beliefs, and you're feeling at odds, like you start to question your beliefs because maybe you're being ganged up on. I do feel like you might be ganged up on by a couple of people in your life that share the same opinions that are completely different than your own. The last thing that the guides are saying is just in terms of talking about positive self-talk and creating your own reality by your thoughts and whatnot. A lot of people don't like to hear that. They actually get offended when you start preaching that kind of stuff to them if they're not really aligned with it. I'm not sure why that is. I think sometimes it's mainly because, you know, then they would have to take full responsibility for their life, all of it, including the sucky parts of their life, and that's just like, oh no, that's not their fault. It's someone else's fault. I'm not sure why that sets people off. You know, the belief that you create your life, all of it, the good, the bad, all of it. It's a very common belief system that, you know, I don't just have, many people have, and you will find the more successful people, success defined by myself, people that are happy, people that aren't struggling, people that, you know, are good people giving back to the world. Whatever you classify success as, we all have different definitions of that, but they are focused more on what could be rather than what if, or that worry kind of energy. I think that's all for this week. I am going to go jump in my little kiddie pool in the back. I am sweating. It is so hot here. I can't really think, and I can't really think of anything else to say or share with you this week, but just remember, end of the week, guard yourself a little bit and stay protected. And the best way to do that is just not really letting other people have the space to have a different opinion. You don't have to fight them on it. Let them have their opinion that's different than yours, even if it's ignorant and discriminatory and racist and whatever. Like, that's something I need to learn, is like, let people be racist. That's what they want to be. I mean, you can't change people by getting in their face and saying that it's wrong. It just doesn't change them. I mean, they don't believe it's wrong. So me telling them it's wrong is just wasting my own energy almost. If they're open to hearing a different opinion, then great. But fighting and battling it's honestly not helpful for yourself, and it doesn't change their mind anyways, so it's kind of like a complete waste of time. And even if you win the argument with them, you will lose in their mind, you know, because they will see things differently. So I hope that that helps whoever's watching, and I will potentially be back here again next week if I get back from my vacation early enough to film. I will talk to you soon and enjoy the heat. Don't get too hot.